So, guys, welcome back. Sorry I've been away, but I just wanted to say, Mauricio Sermon had said that Jake Paul would have ranked in the WBC if he'd had beaten Hasim Rahman Jr. Now, to me that sounds pretty positive kind of news. But then I woke up this morning and seen on Jake Paul's Instagram and all across the news and social media that the fight's off, cancelled, kiboshed. So the official story from Jake Paul on his side is that they agreed to contract it to fight at £200, even though Jake Paul said he usually fights at 190. Hasim Rahman obviously being a naturally much bigger guy, and they were going to fight the 200, and not obviously Nevada State Athletic Commission were only sanctioned about if there was checkpoints that were met during this time period for Hasim Rahman's weight loss. So he weighed in at 217, I believe, on uh, something like the 7th of July, and they said, right, okay, they had assurances that he would make the weight, etc. From him and his team, and they checked in 3 weeks later to see how much he'd lost, and he was down to 216. So they said, or yeah, down to 216. So they said the fight had to be at 205. But now that they Hasim Rahman Jr. and his team came back to Jake Paul and his side saying, we can't make even the 205. The fight needs to be at 215. And then he said, no, that's no happening. So we're calling off the fight. So, I mean, Jake Paul did say in the past Hasim Rahman Jr. could come any way he wanted, but at the end of the day, the words are the words, and the contract is the contract. The contract has to be, upheld, and if not, any contract, there's ramifications for that. So, from Hasim Rahman's side, he's saying, look, my body just wouldn't let me cut down to that weight, so I could have maybe made like 210 best, and surely would have known that 4 weeks ago when it was all signed up and done up. But he said, she said. I would say Jake Paul's side sounds more plausible. Um, from what I'm hearing, obviously I don't have any of the, anything from the state commission or anything like that. This is just reporting what I have seen and what makes sense in my head. So I mean, Dana White said he thinks Jake Paul's cancelled the fight because of dwindling ticket sales. It hadn't sold even anything close to 1 million tickets, even though I think that's what he said. I don't even know how much MSG. It's not the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Which Athletic Commission in New York, wherever it is, and they'd said the um Dana White seems to think that it cost $500,000 to turn the lights on at MSG, and because of the dwindling ticket sales, Jake Paul's called off the fight, which might have some more weight to it rather than just Hasim Rahman saying he just can't make the weight. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it at the minute. Let me have a wee look. I was just having a look on. uh, Chris Eubank Jr. made me laugh, man. What did he say? Oh, I can't even log in here. 2 seconds. Get this bump. Yeah, what did he said? Something funny anyway. I can't remember what he said at the top of my head, but I'm sure you guys have seen it by now. 2 secs. Chris Eubank. Oh man, that's funny. Jake Paul, what did he put on his Insta? On his Twitter. First Tommy fumbled and then Hasim Rahman crumbled. These boxers are the most difficult people to work with and continue to lack professionalism and confidence to fight me. Apologise to all the other fighters in the card, our partners, our teams, and the fans. And Chris Eubank Jr. Fumbles and crumbles are not boxers. There are guys who put on the gloves now and again for clout, and I would definitely say that's the case for Tommy Fury. No different to you. I'm fighting in a couple of months, but I can squeeze you into my schedule next week and save your show if you have the heart to get in the ring with a real boxer. That'd be funny, man. And then what's uh, Conor Ben said? Why are you worrying about fighting Jake? As far as I'm aware, you've lost your pen again. Yeah, Conor Ben isn't that funny, but yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts on what's happened here, and like I usually say, comment, like, subscribe. Love every single one of you guys and girls, and catch you guys soon.